Should let a ninja grab a pillow real quick. There we go. Um, Let me get comfortable. Give me 1 second. Oh, here we go. My bad. Uh, no, I'm not thinking acting dumb. But yeah, apparently, Cardi B divorced Offset rappers. I hear some dudes saying, "Well, I'll take her. I'll take her." A lot of dudes just don't understand. You know, uh, you know, they be waiting for these women to be single, and they don't think about the problems that they caused in relationship, and they gonna go through the same thing. I believe that's simp behavior. Waiting for a woman in a relationship to become available. Unless she in a real bad relationship, but waiting for her to become available so you can do your thing. I mean, it's just so many women that you can get that look like Cardi B, act like Cardi B. But I don't even know why you would marry Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Her past is, she used to rob, finesse dudes out their bread. And you'll be surprised how many women have done that. You know what I'm saying? But that's another conversation for another day. But my whole point about this video is this. I ain't here, it's just like, people, you heard Gucci Man say, tell people why would you want to get married if you broke? Well then you got people that's rich and wealthy that get married and it doesn't work. It simply doesn't work. So if money is not the answer, you know, wealth is not the answer. Y'all both equally yoked in the entertainment industry is not the answer. What's the answer then? Is the answer, everybody talk about prison reform, child support reform. I think over there in Ghana, Uganda, they reformed child support. They ended lifetime alimony. I think it's Uganda. I could be wrong. A lot of people talk about prison and child support reform, but marriage reform is something that actually needs to be looked at. Honestly, marriage reform. But it just shows you, I think Cash Doll just came out, got mad at her baby daddy. I think she had 2 kids and basically said, she didn't need no man. She a boss bitch. She got it. So that mindset of not needing a man is not financial. It's a mindset. It's a generational mindset. And where do women get that mindset from? They get it from their mothers and their grandmothers. And this is a conversation that's needed to be had. See, a lot of the brothers think that welfare was the driving factor behind a lot of our women leaving our community, kind of destroying the community. But you got to understand, when we got out of bondage, our women went to go work for Brad and Susie. So they turned on us as soon as we became free. They went to go work for them folks. This is what a lot of people don't tell you. They went to go submit and work for them folks. So when you kind of talk about, you got a lot of these sisters that divest, and a lot of these sisters, they secretly want a Brad. And that's cool. I don't really care what you want. But they secretly want to be with a Brad. And, and that's really, they desire. And so is Asian women. A lot of women, they desire Brad. They are the number one desirable men around the world, right? Because it's not because of physical features. They are seen as being resourceful. That's the reason I'm saying this. So a lot of them think they got money and, they gonna take care of them and all that stuff, and that's cool. All right. But you gotta understand, our women sold us out from the very beginning. They like when the slave master came into the quarters and knocked them boots. They liked that light skinned baby with the good hair. They liked it. Welfare was just a death blow. Well, they had already, detached themselves from us. And the only reason your great grandmother, depending on your age, or your grandmother, your great grandmother, depending on your age, sticked around is because they needed them. So women got the right to work, when they got the right to vote and all that stuff, and black men and overall men fought for women's rights. And when they got the right and they started to get, liberation as far as jobs, and they started to get welfare help, and they started to get all these different programs to help them when they got in debt, when they fucked it up, and child support kicked in. The thing about child support is deadbeat fathers in the 70s and the 80s created child support. And the court seen it as a passive stream of income, and it's seen it as another way to lock up black men too, because we've always been synonymous with being deadbeat fathers, and that's not necessarily true. If you look at the CDC, we some of the most involved fathers this today. But then again, the child support the whole black fathers not being there thing, that's really a lie. Once you look at it, a lot of these situations, and I've known firsthand, that's not the case. The mother drove the dude away. Shout out to Kobe, salute. So that's not really the case, but yeah, they sold us out straight out of bondage. This is stuff that's little known facts. They like when Master Bob came in there. Now I'm telling you, I don't think it's an indoctrination either. I just think that's just the way it is. So once you kind of go back to that and kind of go through the pathline or the pipeline of them, like, it's never been loyalty. The loyalty that was there with your father, your great grandfather, your grandfather, that loyalty was there because that's the way the world was. The men worked and the women stayed at the crib. There was shotgun weddings. There was weddings where, your parents got with other parents. Your grandfather, couldn't date your grandmother. Your great grandfather couldn't date your great grandmother unless her father said so. There was a process. They vetted them. They knew who the Burnett's was. They knew who the Browns was. They vetted them, and they called them shotgun weddings. So the men went to work. So then, the world war started happening, the Great Depression and all that. So when dudes went off to war, the women worked. The women liked to work. So when the women started working and they started paying them half the wages that they paid the men, when the men came back to work, the women naturally didn't want to reverse into the roles what they were. They liked to work, have their own money. So then, that helped liberate them as well too. So then you put in welfare support if I fall off, if I have kids, and then that separated them. But they sold us out fresh out of bondage, y'all, brothers. Double tap the screen to like the video. There was never any loyalty there. The only loyalty was forced loyalty. It was forced. Everything all the loyalty they showed us, it was forced. So y'all blaming a lot of these young women today is just what their grandmothers and mothers told them to do. And it's the reason I'm saying it. It was forced loyalty. They was forced to be with us because we was slaves. So who else you gonna lean on? So when they got out of bondage, first thing they went to go do was work for Brad and Becky. They never wanted to be under our leadership. Women want to, go to the most resourceful. They want to go with the guy with the money and the resources who got the power. Black men, we never had power. That's why you can't be racist. Us as black men, we at the bottom of the totem pole in America. Because, a lot of our women, well, they can cry and complain and all that type of stuff, and they gonna get assistance. Did y'all know prostate cancer kill more men than breast cancer? It ain't a prostate cancer awareness month. They don't claim that. They don't claim that. But back to the topic. Well, back to that topic. So y'all talking about this loyalty. It's never been loyalty. There was a need. And when a need was removed, when they needed a man, when a need was removed, they did what they wanted to do from the very beginning. And that go their own way. So they got liberation to work because of the war. And then when they didn't go back to house roles, guess what? They got liberations to work, vote. They got liberated through the system with child support and welfare. So they didn't need a guy. They didn't need a man financially. And after all those liberations that they got from there, guess what else liberation they got? They got sexually liberated. That's what you're seeing now. These women are, I don't know if y'all have sisters or y'all had, female cousins or you grew up around your boy and he had some sisters and stuff. I seen it. They tell these women some totally different thing to us. They teach these women how to finesse men, how to get men for money. This is what they teach them. They teach them how to finesse us for money, how to play us. Our women tell us chivalry is what we supposed to do. Be gentlemen, be simps, and they tell the women to take advantage of the simps. That's what they tell them. So, at the end of the day, so y'all know how this dynamic work before we kind of really dig into this topic. That's just what it is. These women are indoctrinated by feminism came from the great grandmothers, the great great grandmothers, the grandmothers. They was telling their daughters, "Oh man, don't let them do this, don't let them do this." You know what I'm saying? Oh, get him for his money. You know, if he do this, take him for everything. Use his kids against him, and you will go talk to her mother about why she tripping. Her mother tell you a different side, a different side. Oh, just be patient. But she telling her daughter to leave you. I didn't seen mothers, grandmothers tell their daughters, or they must tell their daughters to divorce good men. And what women don't understand too is how shady how jealous other women can be. Your mother can be jealous of your relationship and derail it because she don't want to see you happy. If we got a generation of grandmothers right now who are competing with their daughters for the same group of men because they don't want it, because they didn't want it, they wanted to get divorced, or they didn't want to be, they wanted to get divorced, or or uh or they just jealous because they single and bitter, or they never found the dude and slow down. They gonna sabotage your relationship. They're gonna sabotage your relationship. We're gonna have this conversation today. They will. They're bitter. And a lot of times, a lot of these black men are waking up and they're finding out that they're because when men live in they practical, men will live in reality. So when a man find out for real, how his mother really moving, how she really trying to get him in some situations, a man would just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna remove myself, get yourself together. When you want to act right, I start coming back around. But women, they'll let their mother destroy a good relationship. I didn't seen it. You know? And a woman, the mother smile right in your face, like y'all cool, or y'all might be going something. You go to the mother and you try to have a heart to heart to the mother about her daughter. She might give you some advice, but she telling the daughter to leave your ass. Women don't want to see other women happy. They don't. Man, look here, dude. Big J, I don't give a fuck about that woman getting hit in boxing. Equal lefts and rights. Stop protecting these women, bro. They want equality. Stop being a simp defender. Y'all be killing me. They be online all the time talking about y'all ain't shit. F dudes, we can do what men can do. We make more money than them. We more educated than men. Why do I care if it's legal for old boy to get in the ring with old girl? I don't care. I literally don't care. I literally don't care. Y'all don't. You ain't listening to nothing I just said. Y'all fought for women to act like they acting right now. Your forefathers, your ancestors, your great great grandfather, your great grandfather, depending how old you are, they fought for this. They fought for women to work. They fought for women to vote. They fought for the very same thing that was the destruction of this Western society. They fought for it. And here you are, fighting, joining feminism. I don't care. They asked for liberation. They asked to be equal. Oh, they just as good as the female soccer team, just as good as the guys. The NBA, WNBA, just as good as the NBA. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't. If that's my daughter and we have a heart to heart and she says she still want to go out there and compete, guess what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Y'all got to stop putting y'all simp cape on. Y'all, man, dude, that's why we going through what we going through now. Roland Martin getting these brothers together to simp out for Kamala Harris. You can't even get us to stay on cold, but nonetheless, let's continue with going. So kind of like when you looking at it, I'm telling y'all, the mothers, tell the sons, the son-in-laws and the son, they tell them something so totally different. The dudes that end up being good with women, this is how I go. Look here. And I'm gonna really get to the topic yet, but I had to build the topic up. This how it go. This is the difference between guys that are simps, guys that's in between. Like you got guys that's in between. I don't know what to call them. Like they cool, like it's not, that's not a bad thing to be. It's to be like you got simps, let's just say players, max, and everything else on pimps, whatever you want to call them. And you got guys that straddle that no, see, people keep saying sister prefer brothers. No, they don't. And when you say, and I'm not trying to generalize neither. When you look at statistically, man, I'm trying to tell y'all. I mean, Michael said the same thing. When you look at the statistics, bro, go look at the statistics. It tells you the most desired men are white women. I mean, white men. Amongst Asians, amongst whites, amongst blacks, and I'm not sure about Indians, but I see them out here with them, and probably amongst Hispanics too. But I can't confirm that. That is a fact. What are the biggest YouTube channels out there? Usually divesting channels. Am I lying? Just let me know when I'm lying. It's divesting channels. Ask Kobe what his mother told his sister. And I don't want to put Kobe out there. Ask him. He know what I'm saying is true. They might sexually desire brothers, but you know what? I'm not about to break down. Well, Indians prefer white. Do you go there too? So we can go back. Well, Native Americans. Well, the Native Americans. If we go back to that movie, The Wild Moonflower, that showed that too. See, Kobe said it right there. My mama told her to date a white. I'm telling you, bruh. I'm telling you what I know. Y'all can say that, but we looking at the statistics. And I could say out of the last, let's say last 5 women I talked to, right? -2, because I never asked. Well, hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, let's say the last 5 women, well, 6 women I talked to -2 because I never asked. I never asked. The other 4 all had previous white relationships with white dudes. You know what I'm saying? And one girl, or 7, my bad. Let me think. So like the last 7 girls I talked to, 4 of them had relationships. -2, I never asked. When I see the next one, I ask if y'all concerned, right? The other one I never asked. One I never asked. Well, I see her this soon. Okay, out of the other, what I say, 5. Okay, one of them, she told me straight up. She like, well, you mess with white girls. She was like, and I was like, no, I never did. And she like, it's good. This black only, punani. So okay, I kind of got my respect off that line. So that was one that didn't. But the other 4, they all had previous relationship. One she told me that she couldn't date white people no more. They was in college. I told this story. They was in college, and that they was walking, and 2 black girls kind of hollered at, and 2 black dudes hollered at them like he don't know what to do with that. And he said, long story said, the white guy got scared, and he didn't say nothing to defend her or nothing, and he just trottled on. And she basically said that turned her off. I had another chick. She was like, her father was like, I never met him. He was a real militant black guy, kind of like what's that movie with Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill, Lord London. And she said she dated a white guy that she used to work with. That was 2. One, that she was divorced. That's crazy. And she wasn't married to a white dude. Another divorced girl lady I talked to, she told me that one of her baby daddies was white, and he basically left her to be a single mother. So that's 3. What was the 4th one? Oh, and my ex. I ain't learned that till later in relationship, but they lived in a city where it was hella interracial. But yeah, well, I ain't lying, right? So, um, and if you came in at the end of this, I jotted down the history of it too. So you got to go back to the beginning. So I don't even know where I was cooking at, but I was talking about how they indoctrinated their daughters, right? And I'm saying all this for a reason, right? Uh, so for the most part, and you write down, you defend them, and they still do you bad. That's why I told Big J, whatever his name is, stop doing that. Now the women that deserve to get defended, like the ones that's down for us, absolutely. But the feminist movie, absolutely not. So I'm and this is what I'm talking about. How the hell you divorced? She pregnant? Check this out. That's why I'm really getting into the mindset of this shit, right? I'm really gonna break this down in the mindset. So they tell their daughters how to finesse dudes. Women don't like. It's kind of like kids don't see color. And the kids grow up, they love playing with black kids, brown kids, Simpson yellow kids. It doesn't matter. It doesn't see color. So women are innocent, right? They don't really see the difference. They mothers teach them how to hustle. They mother teach them how to finesse dudes. I seen it. But I was saying the difference, this is where I was at before I got into it. But I seen that. But the difference is you got guys that simps, and the difference between the simp players, max, and people, men that's good with women, and then you got guys that straddle the line. I don't know what to call them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really know what to call guys. Let's just say they gentlemen. I don't know. They just say they gentlemen. The real difference between the two major categories, simps and people, men, dudes that's good with women, is that we all had the same bad experience. You know, we all got finesse. We all gave a woman money when we was young. And, you know, I remember I bought this chick some from the Disney store. I don't know when y'all remember we had the Disney store at the malls and stuff. I bought this shit, this chick something on Disney. And from the Disney store or whatever, I had my mom take me to Fair Lane when the Disney stores there, bought her like a real, like, it was straight little stuffed animal or whatever. So before I gave it to her, this on Valentine's Day, she broke up with me on Valentine's Day. So I'm a real nigga. Like, my boy was dating her friend. So I gave it to my nigga Ronald off GP. I said, well, give it to Cherie. Right? He was like, for real? You ain't gonna try? I'm like, no, we was in 6th, 7th grade. I was like, get that shit to 7th grade. I like, get it to Cherie. We good, bro. So he gave it to Cherie, and then she came confirmed, like, that was supposed to be mine. And like crazy. Like, hold me like that. It really didn't really hurt, honestly. It didn't really hurt. It is what it is. I kept it moving. But we had ended up going on the end of a year trip to see the point. Nigga, I had a loaf. So she was sitting on a bus across from me, like cross. I was counting my money. I was counting all my money I had back from the trip. We coming back from Cedar Point. So that's in Sandusky. It's like, if y'all watch The Boys, where they sent the Deep, I think it was season 3, when he got in trouble, and they sent him off to Sandusky, and they talking about Cedar Point. That's where that's at. It's a good amusement park. But I'm counting my bread in front of stunting on her ass. I had bread leaving, bunch of bread leaving that shit. That bitch was looking like she got the vapors. About her real quick, I'm not happy about this, but you know, she ended up like being with a dude or whatever. It was a huge store in Detroit, and she was with a guy, and I don't know what he was into because this about 2-3 years ago, and apparently he had custody of the son or whatever. I don't know what that was about. Maybe she wanted him to raise the son. And long story short, some dude, Arabic dude, he must have been in the streets with. He took he took his girlfriend out, not the girl I was dating, but her baby daddy girlfriend, took the son out and took him out. So he did this. He basically took all them out. It was on the news. She was crying and stuff, and you know what I'm saying. She didn't have custody of her son. That shit was crazy. That was crazy, But it is what it is. And funny story about her, I remember like that was in 7th grade. So I remember we in high school, and my nigga had the hoes come over. So I'm like, I'm upstairs, I come down and I see her. I'm like, damn, how you do? She was at the funniest shit, but nonetheless, it's just a little side story. So yeah, so that, at the end of the day, really the difference is when you get played, do you learn from it and make an adjustment? Most guys, they look at all women differently. Every woman is not a savage. Every woman is nice, and every woman is good. I just picked the bad one, or I didn't do something right. And that's what your mother tell you. Oh, it's just you. You got to be better, and you got to be continue to be a gentleman. And they telling the women to finesse them. So the dudes figured the men that's good with women. They figured this out. They figured this out. They like, okay, they might get played 3 times, 3 major times. It usually only take once or twice, and they savages. They like, all right, I'm gonna learn from this heartbreak, and I'm gonna turn into a savage. And they learn female nature. The simp, they never learn. They always think it's them, and the women are different, and women are really good. And they really never learn. They never make an adjustment to their game plan. They never try to be honest. They never try to be blunt. They never try to play women. They never try to build a roster. They never try to have a rotation. They believe the woman is good. And when one woman is your only option, a lot of the time, especially when you super duper when you're young, when one woman is your option, you ain't her only option. I'm telling you that right now. So that's really the difference between them. The guy in the middle, he kind of just know how to play it. He want to play it honest, but at any given time, he know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? He like, okay, I'll be the honest guy, but if something get a little bit sticky in this shit, you know what? I'm gonna turn into a savage. So I'm gonna keep this woman on her toes. But yeah, they learn that mindset. It's not from men. They learn that mindset from the lack of a man being in the house. They mother saying I could do it on my own. They mother showing them how to finesse men. They don't know how can your mother show you how to be a wife and they wasn't wives. Their mothers were single. Their mother was in and out. Say they can't show you how to be a wife. They don't even know when most modern women don't want to be wives. They don't. Really get out here and talk to these women about being mothers. They don't enjoy it. They don't enjoy being mothers. They're miserable. You know what I'm saying? And they don't enjoy it. But I said all that to say this. You get to this Cardi B situation, right? You get to it and you look at it. And you say she pregnant and divorced. Now, according to page 6, they didn't get divorced because he was cheating. They grew apart. Do you know when you get married, there is phases that you go through? Y'all gonna go through a phase where it's gonna be the honeymoon phase. You're gonna go through a phase where things are gonna get, busy and all that type of stuff. And y'all gonna go through, a stagnant period, and you tired, he tired, and whatever. You're gonna go through ups and downs. But if you make a vows to be with each other through sick and health and sickness and good and bad and the ups and downs like road I roll, and you made a covenant to do so, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just let you know how lack of religious that people really are. Real talk. That lets you know how people don't really believe in God. Because nobody would no nobody would no nobody would you know feel like they was committing that sin. But she said that they just grew apart, and it ain't working for her no more. So it wasn't that she cheated, and at the end of the day, could it not be his baby too? Anybody thought about that? Could it not be his baby? And she married a guy knowing who he was. This is a guy that allegedly slept with Quavo's girlfriend and Salty, Sweetie, whatever the girl name is. She knew that he was a cheater. She married a man knowing she married a rapper. Knowing his history. She went to jail over fighting some strippers or bartenders over him. She knew what she signed up for. So to say we get married and he gonna change and be a better man and not mess with women no more, absolutely not. It's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So she knew what she signed up for. But what women hate is to get embarrassed. They hate for other women to get embarrassed. But what's so funny about it is it's a woman somewhere that that got a worse story. That a man that took her through way more. So they hate to get embarrassed, but they don't mind embarrassing you out here. You know how many of us been with a woman that you courting and somebody ain't pay a dime. She came over and she did the whole 9 for him for nothing. He looking at you like you courting this bitch. How many women that you done talked to and been out for a drink and niggas done ran her? Think about that, bro. And people don't think, oh man, niggas, chicks that don't really happen. Absolutely it do. Absolutely it do. These chicks be getting ran. And it don't be the alcohol. It don't be the liquor. They be getting trained from, and this was going on when I was in high school. This was going on when I was in high school. You know? Come on. This was going on when I was in high school. So imagine where it is now. I remember this chick, she got ran through the whole football team. That's what they always tell you about women. Like when a woman travel a lot, she live here and she always moving, she trying to reset her reputation, her wholeness. She trying to reset her wholeness. So at the end of the day, Cardi B used to be a stripper. So we got to keep it a bean. Double tap the screen and like the video. He married a stripper. A stripper that admitted to tying and robbing dudes up, robbing dudes. You think that still ain't a part of her? Offset could have did everything right in that. Offset could have did everything right in that marriage. Offset could have did everything right in that marriage. She was a stripper at one point. She would have got bored and went to go do something else. And also, she was bisexual from what I understand. Remember, she was calling Offset on the phone on that video. I don't know if it was a skit, but he was calling her, seeing if she can sleep with her, bring another girl home. I told y'all that's a huge red flag not to wife a woman. I mean, if you into that, cool. But, that's one of them red flags where it sound good. Oh, she like women or whatever like that. Well, I mean, I say this, a woman that really value you as a man, especially unless y'all been married for a long time and they want to spice it up, I understand that. But a woman that's been married to a man for, or just been with a guy, y'all just been together for a few years or whatever, and she wanna bring somebody else in, that means you ain't enough man for her. Good dick don't get shared. I haven't heard women say that. It's just what it is. Good men don't get shared because they know that's opening Pandora's box for something else to happen. Now, if you 20, 30 years in and, y'all want to spice it up, I'll be good. Hey, I understand that. As good as New York pizza is, do I want to eat that for 20, 30 straight years? I get it. But for her, shout out to Brandon Foster, salute. For her, it's just a mindset, and then it's the supporting cast you got. When you get married, I believe people should get married when they older. I'm a little bit different. People say you should do it when you're younger. I believe you should do it when you're older, but I'm not gonna speak on that. But when it's a supporting cast of people you got around you too. Another great sign that a woman probably is good in marriage material is that the fact that she has a good her friends are married. Her siblings are married. Her parents are married. So guess what? When you got people that's in relationships that's married around you, one is less shit gonna happen to you don't have that single friend that's gonna encourage you to cheat. And then when you go through something, when you hang out with couples or they friends are married, they've been through it already. Oh, we went through that. Y'all can work through that. Work through this. This is what y'all do. This is what we did to work through that, and we did this, that, and the third, and all that. That's how you do it. Well, you got a bunch of single women or women that never been married and never been in a serious relationship. Okay, then what's the conversation at that point? Oh, leave that nigga, he ain't shit. And women to tell dudes to leave a nigga like that or he ain't shit, this, that, and the third, and that her very friend backdoor her to sleep with him. Her friend will backdoor her and sleep with her man and steal her man. We seen it. So, that's another sign that a woman ain't really marriage material. is when her friends is single. I told y'all that on the Patreon. I didn't seen it, bro. A single friend, or they could be in a relationship too, but both of them, but one want to cheat, so she set the other one to cheat, so she can't tell on her. I didn't seen it happen. But when they all married, it's a different, it's a different thing. Go back to your husband. Are you tripping? When you got single people, oh man, yeah, leave that nigga. He ain't shit. Woo, 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 woo. Yep, and you be miserable. They be miserable. So when you got a whole bunch of women around you, around her, who ain't never been married, you got a whole bunch of women around who ain't never been married in the family, who ain't never had successful marriages, successful relationship, they gonna tell you to leave. So for her, she made a decision. You knew who you married. You married a guy who was in demand. You married a guy that had who had kids, a bunch of kids. You married a guy who you allegedly beat up a couple girls over because you hated the game and not the player. You know what I'm saying? And you knew who you married. And for him, he knew he married a stripper. It was a match not made in heaven. So wasn't nothing gonna change? And she a H and I, B. Or it's H and what? HBI, whatever it is, head bitch and charge. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't supposed to get cheated on. You know, she above the law in her mind. She above the law. Like the rap group. She above the law. So anybody knew this marriage wasn't gonna work. But you know what? Who she gonna move on next? Who move on to? Who gonna take her serious? That's the question. Is she gonna just go with women? Who gonna take Cardi B serious? Because we already know Offset is still going to have access. We already know Offset's still gonna be hitting it. He's still gonna be around. So what dude in the industry? Yeah, somebody might smash, and she probably gonna mess with somebody, another rapper, just to make him jealous. But who is really gonna take her serious? Multiple kids, used to be a stripper, who really gonna take Cardi B serious that she really want? Who gonna take her serious? Who gonna take her serious? Come on, it's gonna be a simpleton. It's not gonna be the woman she want, the man she want. He's still gonna be humming around. He's still gonna be around. Come on, you think Kim Kardashian completely cut off Kanye? Dude that was a billionaire? Absolutely not. You think Shawnee ain't get tapped by Shaq a couple more times? Absolutely he did. That's just the way it go. That's just the way it go. It's crazy. So she about to get divorced and be out here, and she thinks she gonna be the pick of the litter? Nah. And she gonna find out divorce for women, it's not gonna end well. These women be drunks, miserable, and a lot of them get divorced because they just want to have sex with somebody, a different guy. That's it. I talked to one of them, and she tried to dress it up. Oh, he thought I was cheating, but I wasn't. And okay, I'm not dumb. You wanted something else. You wanted something else. You wanted something else. If your girl ever say, if I cheat, you ain't gonna leave me. If she says some shit like that, like, just be prepared to move on. Be prepared to move. They say shit like, oh, they play around like shit. What they think, nigga, they think you won't. Women get tired. Look here, man. Women get tired of the same shit. The majority of women that you meet versus the majority of the guys in the world that you know. Think about it. Women don't even like eating leftovers. A woman will leave y'all go on a nice date, good food, expensive food. Man, they'll leave that shit in the refrigerator, forget about it, and want something different the next day. They spontaneous. They'll wake up one day and say, well, I want to go to Alaska, or we going to New York. They don't plan shit. They just spontaneous, bro. They spontaneous. They wake up and just want something different. Men are more routine. You wake up for work, you fold your clothes or whatever, you put your clothes on. We routine people. And that's where the mesh is supposed to happen between men and women. Women are supposed to bring a little spice and spontaneous things to the relationship, and we bring the routine and the structure. We're very naturally structured. They just spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? They be the ones that want to whip your shit out and suck it off while you driving home. Niggas don't request that like that for real. They the ones that want to, do different things and go here and go there and travel and do this and do. They're spontaneous. We are routine. We happy. Routine. Save the money. Chill. Don't do much. Every now and again we might step out and have a little fun. We do the same thing over and over and over again. They need something different, and it doesn't change as they get older. They are spontaneous creatures. So they a lot of them, they be in solid marriages, and then all of a sudden one day they want to go back out there and be single, no matter how hard they how bad they think that they hear the dating pool is. A lot of them they confuse lust, the attention for lust, for a relationship, and they find out, they get out there and don't nobody want to be in a relationship with a woman that's 35, 30, come on, really? 39, 38, 40, 45. Don't nobody want to be in a relationship with that. Don't nobody want to be in a relationship with that. No, nobody want to be in a relationship with that. Nobody. Yeah, you hit it. It's cool to hit, but you ain't about to commit. Real talk. So they find out, they get out here, they get divorced, they unhappy, and then they get even more unhappy and bitter. Then they tell their daughters and young women, niggas ain't shit, and they never look in a relationship and be like, hey man, I did this wrong, or I did. They don't understand. They don't really understand they did nothing wrong till they hit the wall. So Cardi B going out here, she gonna get a lot of attention. She gonna get a lot of attention. Mark my words. A lot of guys gonna want to take her to Pound Town, but she never gonna get a dude that's gonna treat her like Offset and do her like Offset. I'm telling you, that's what she really want. Women want guys that are desired by other women. They want alpha simps. It doesn't exist. They want alpha simps. No, I hit that nigga for a reason, bro. What are you doing? Yeah, I hit that nigga for a reason. Yeah. I did that. Yeah. I did that shit for a reason. Yeah, that wasn't no mistake. I hit him for a reason. I ain't talking about that shit. Yeah, get his ass up out of here. I did it silently too, but you made me do it vocally. But yeah, they want alpha simps and shit. But ultimately, her going out here pregnant and divorced, it's liberation. She feel like she got cash, she got money. She still gonna have access to him when she feel like she want to. And she probably and then my bad. Before we get off here and finish these questions off, she want full custody. She want full custody. So there you go, right then and there. When now if she said, "Oh, I want joint custody," and we cool with joint custody, and I want a smooth and easy divorce, you know what I'm saying? You like, all right. But when her wanting the full custody of her kids, that let you know right then and there, she bitter. She bitter. So what's the point of getting full custody of your kids? Y'all both got money. What's the point? Y'all both got money. What's the point of getting, I want joint? When they go for full custody, it's bitterness. They bitter. And when they get full custody and the guy pay the child support and he go do him, and they keep the kids from the dads that want to be there, then they just say, fuck it, I'm tired of fighting. Keep the kids, keep the money, I'm gonna go do me. They still be bitter. Then they cry about how they don't got help, how they cry about they got kids and they can't keep a man around because they got kids. Women in these situations they rarely end off in better situations. The guy that comes save them, usually they not happy with them. They usually not happy with them because they never self-improve. Women don't feel like they gotta self-improve. They never self-improve. They never look in the mirror and say, what did I do wrong in the marriage? What did I do in the marriage? What can I have done better? Where can I fix my flaws at? Let me ask my partner, what can I have done different to be a better? They never look at that. Most modern women in the West, they want the marriage. They don't want to be wives. They just want the wedding. Excuse me. They don't want to be. They just want the wedding. They just want to say, I got married. They want the Barbie fantasy wedding. They don't want to put the work in. They don't want to put the work in to be a wife. They want the man to make all the sacrifices. So when she going for full custody, if that's true, which I read in page 6, that means that she bitter. It's about to get ugly. Why not just say 50-50 custody or get with him and see what y'all what y'all can hash out. This wasn't no battle where this wasn't no divorce where we grew apart. No, she did this because he cheated. You married a cheater and you expected the cheater to be any different. So when she went for full custody, that let you know right then and there it wasn't about growing apart. It was because if he cheated. She bitter. And now she's about to hold the kids against him. And now she about to be his third or fourth baby mama. I'm telling you, man, these women don't need to choose their husbands. They don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. But yeah, she made that, it is what it is. She gotta live with it. But for her to be a stripper and then still end up getting married, that's crazy. Well, a Black China mama is married. I didn't know that until she did that podcast with the game. He said, "You married?" That's crazy. That's crazy. But you can't say them, bro. A lot of these women that don't act like women, who don't carry themselves like women, like Cardi B, with that past, no, you got a better chance of saving a baby mama with 3 different baby daddies and 6 kids before you save her. You can't say a woman that was a stripper. No, she don't have a potential. She don't have potential. Potential to do what? I must ask you. She has no potential. She's a stripper. And a stripper takes the top and rob dudes. So he just as guilty her. But when she went for full custody, bro, it was a wrap. That let you know it was because he cheated. Man, we got to treat these women like ninjas. Just women can't get their shit together. It's crazy. They don't have to. He said men are getting their leg back in the Olympics. Salute. The mothers don't care at all because they was old. Yeah, the mothers don't care. They don't care. They teach the whole game to the daughters and they teach the simp game to the kids. Kay say, I heard the boxer, she ain't really a man, her testosterone high. I don't know. Why we okay? He said, I read that one. Read that one. Happy Thursday, Dame Barry. He said you defended them and still do you but yeah, I'm telling y'all fought for their rights and they fighting for y'all to get sent to the upper room. How the hell they divorced and she pregnant? Shit crazy. I'm telling you, they don't care about their kids. They don't care about the family. Women are selfish. Have you ever been around a teenage woman? Look how selfish teenage girls are. That's why they don't usually get along with the mother. They selfish. Women are selfish. A lot of women are selfish to their feelings. That's why a relationship really don't start until her feelings change. Until y'all go through it, or she get mad at you, or she get an attitude. You know, the relationship don't start until her feelings change about you. That's a great subject. It's a survival tactic. No, I call them middleman. I guess middleman. I think they pretty much the smartest ones. No, not gonna leave at the drop of a dime, but not scared to leave. Speaking of defending women, that boxing limit just a little bit of karma. I still feel bad. And I don't feel bad for them. That's crazy. Fuck you feeling bad for them for? That's what they fought for. Y'all got to get out their mindset. They don't feel bad for you. They telling a lot of women talking about delete black babies and men are bullet bags and all. Man, shit. She threatened him to give her more money, especially with that cheating allegation of her falling pregnancy. I don't know what you meant by that one, but grew apart. That means she found some new pipe. Pause. You know, she been did that. She been got her lick back, but he up 100-10 probably. He up. He don't care. He said involves in accountability don't mean anything to women. They're only loyal to their emotions and their own selfishness. In a lot of situations, they are. He said that be holds karma. CJ preaching. He said my female cousins and such always told me to marry white women. That's crazy. He said she for the streets. She thought she was gonna change. Hold on real quick. Hold on. My bad. She thought she was gonna change. Offset dude got like 3 baby mamas before you. You ain't special big. Okay, now yeah, I mean, I think women like a challenge. You know, I think women's job is to take a man, break him down, and then, you know, get with the guy they used to be and do it again. They look at dudes as projects. They want to change you. You know, and I tell y'all, you got to constantly self-improve. Keep yourself in shape. Don't let them destroy you, because life will destroy you. He said, keeping these O's in the house because you never know their reputation. I mean, it's going to come out one day. And they so promiscuous, everybody got to pass. You know, it is what it is. He said you can't turn the O into a housewife. Facts. Her and her sister is gay. He said Juan say Cardi B, BL, BBL, Cardi. Self-stripped all the time. He said strips all the time in her music videos. Why would I marry someone like that? What up, Brandon Foster? Appreciate you. He said recently one of my old flings best friends tried to holler at me. Yeah, they be like that. I'm telling you. When women hold on. Hold on, my bad. He said when women brag about dudes in the girls chat, they be wanting to try a nigga too. Women be giving free promo for you ninjas, bro. That happened to me before. You know, the women don't have no loyalty to each other. He said maybe she'll he says anyone in the chat married to 2 women or more. No, you can't be married to 2 women or more, not in America. Not legally. Maybe she'll pick up some dumbass athlete. Yeah, them niggas is dumb. Yeah, hypersexual, bro. I kid you not. Mostly, I'm telling y'all, women from 35 to 45 be the most sexual, bro. He said, bro, I kid you not. A chick I went to college with got married last year. She had 2 kids before her husband and one with him. Fast forward today, she's a single mom, divorced in under a year. Damn. Damn. It's crazy. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her. Simple as that. It's her. Dude got out of there. He said, I never liked Cardi B in my Kendrick voice. I hate when she said the word ninja. Girl, you Puerto Rican. She called black women roaches. I dodged the bullet, man. Damn, thank goodness for you, bro. He said, yeah, Mariah didn't do that to Nick. Nope, Mariah stayed with niggas with money. Yeah, man. Naturally, you find a woman you want to do nice things for. But I mean, it is what it is. Be more in love with the wedding than the man. I just told my sister that about her friend. Yup. They just want the wedding. When they get the wedding, they don't want to do the work to be wise. It's work. Marriage is work. Amara Shepard going through, yup, lost everything. And I ain't fighting for no one rights. No, none. I'm not fighting for your right even when you're wrong. Yup, they not. They not. You know, they not. My bad. That's a fact. I don't feel bad for none of them. Women have it easy in this country. They do. I've seen women leave for no reason. Women don't have no real purpose. No. They regret it though. I done seen many women get divorced and talk to them, and they ain't gotta say it. I can hear it in their voice. I can hear it in their voice. They regret it. They regret it because what they confuse the attention that they get. Like it's like with men. Like when you in a relationship or you on a roll with women. Women just seem to be able to sense that. And it's when you got one fish in the barrel, you get two. Once you got two fish in the barrel, it's easy to get three, four, five, six. When you on a roll, you on a roll. Women just flock to you. So it's like some spiritual power that women know when you on a roll with getting women. Like they gravitate towards you. Even women that may be out your league or you think out your league, which ain't no woman out your league, but they gravitate towards you. You know, it's easy once you get one, two, three, four. I mean, you got to pick. For women, it's this. For women, they confuse that attention because they think like, okay, when I talk to this dude, well, I'm attracted to him or I like him, I would, be in a relationship with him. That's how they think. A lot of times they got to have an emotional attachment to sleep with a guy. So that's how they think. So they think because they think like that, we think like that. No, the attention is just lust. That's why when you have sex with a woman and immediately after sex, she asks you what y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you wait about a month or a few weeks, y'all been talking, and she made y'all wait a little bit, to get it, and she finally give it to you. And what she asks you, what are we? You know what I'm saying? They do that because they want to, like Patrice O'Neal say, women want as much as your time without giving up sex. And men want to spend as less time with you to get the sex. They want to spend the minimum time to get the sex. So women want more of your time. And they know a lot of times when they give you sex that a lot of guys don't switch up and act different. They gonna just keep it moving, or they just gonna backburner you. You know what I'm saying? That's how they figure it is. You know what I'm saying? And now I gave it to him. We're not gonna go out no more. We're not gonna do the things that he did to get me. Woo, 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 woo. That ain't really never been my game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless this experience is terrible, then I'm good on that. If the experience is terrible, then obviously she know what it is. We ain't got to explain it. Well, most of the time, if it's good, most dudes are just chill. If you cool and the sex is cool, like, yeah, like cool. I'm like, shit, I'm with that. But if it's just like I just wanted to hit it, like, you wasn't really cool, and I just like, okay, I just hit it. They know. Shane Mosley got his belt taken by his ex-wife, and she made that nigga get a vasectomy. He said he did it because he wanted to do it, but that's not why he did it. A broad told me she 47. I just made a feet page. I already made 2K. That's crazy. She gonna end up like Tia Mari. Yeah, man, a bunch of Tia Maris out here, man. I know some from experience. I think a lot of women just like hoeing. They want to be hoeing, and then they want a boyfriend, emotional support guy. You know what I'm saying? And they want the provider. Some of these women, they got money. So really they want the emotional support, the nice guy they like going out when they just want a guy that beat it up. They want to have it all. And most dudes ain't going for that, bro. Only simp married niggas go for that. He said that Steph Shane would have asked her to box for him after divorce Foster. Yeah, she got the belts and made him cut his nip and shit. Real talk. But you know, a lot of these women, man, it is what it is. There's some solid ones out here. But if she didn't come from a household where she knew what marriage looked like and her friends ain't married and all that type, that's gonna be an uphill battle, bro. All that go past the vetting period. You know, and married friends give some good advice, bro. Even the single women, they give good advice. But hey, that's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace.